I think we all have one thing in common. It doesn't matter if you're First Nations or not. And that is we all care about having a good life for our children and our children not born yet. I think we can all agree on that. So with those words alone, why don't we get together and do that? We should. Let's get together and let's, on a common cause, make that change, make that shift, look at the priorities. Let's look at how we can create that change.
The Clean Technology Community Gateway acts as a bridge to connect rural communities with small to medium enterprises, government programs, other communities that are doing good work. We're partnering up with the Sauk Centre for Sustainability, who has a proven track record of success in renewables and comprehensive community planning. Our long-term objectives is to support communities to become energy independent. We need to establish that embedded capacity so that communities can do their own planning and can also have the long-term embedded capacity to manage the construction, operations, and maintenance of new assets.
Housing has been in a state of crisis in many Indigenous communities, not only across the province, but across Canada. And so what we're aiming to address is investigating alternatives. So through this project, we aim to develop a framework that can be replicated and implemented in communities across the province. This will be developed through a collaborative process with the communities themselves, through comprehensive community planning and engagement, which will also use templates that can be adapted to local needs.
What really excites me about this project is it provides the ability for communities to go from these crisis situations, especially with housing and dependency on diesel, to a completely different outlook where it's all net positive, beautiful new houses, energy independence, and a very viable revenue stream that they can take advantage of and be real leaders in their communities around these two issues of housing and energy dependence.
When we did this large solar project here, we made sure that when the contractors came, they trained at least a dozen of our members and then employed them to do the work. So that would be the strategy, to train, to realize the vision, to get the training to do it yourself on reserve, to benefit from the employment opportunities, and then you've got the long-term economic opportunities.
I'm excited about this project because this one is in line with all of the sustainability work that we've done here at the Nation, and we can see benefits to members through the solar project and the investment back to the Nation, but we could look at doing that individually to community members through sustainable housing and making it achievable for them to get into an affordable house where they can not be under poverty levels and be able to afford things like food, the roof over their head. All of that is what is exciting about the project, the prospect of helping them to better their lives here.
So the goal of CTCG and the Sauk Centre for Sustainability in this initiative is to not only support individual communities to build and establish embedded capacity for improved housing and renewable energy infrastructure, but we're also looking at creating a model that can mobilize those good practices and empower communities to become the service provider within their regions.
The key to this framework is in community engagement. So finding out what the community's priorities are and doing an analysis of their strengths and opportunities as well as the gaps that may exist.
I think it would be awesome if other communities could do the similar idea because, like I said, not only in our community would it be beneficial, it's beneficial to remote communities that don't have the access that we have.
So really this is about self-determination, community empowerment, and sustainable livelihoods in the broader context of climate change, mitigation, and adaptation.
And when you say sustainability, that means forever, long-term sustainability. We have a huge, excellent opportunity where we can come together as one and not only have a voice that we could send across Canada and say, hey, you know what, we can make some really good change here. It's going to have benefit. The benefit's going to be huge, and we can actually change the way we do business.